The June numbers are out for Northeast Florida's real estate market. Let's take a look and see what they say. First, let's look at the average sales price. Right now, it's sitting at $370,000, a 1.3% decline from May of this year, but it's at an all-time high for the area. In fact, May of this year was at the peak at $375,000. This puts our Home Affordability Index at a 69. The Housing Affordability Index measures whether or not a typical family earns enough income to qualify for a mortgage loan on a typical home at the national and regional levels based on the most recent price and income data. With the Housing Affordability Index at 69, it means that a typical family earns only 69% of the income needed to qualify for a mortgage loan on a typical home. In other words, housing is not affordable for the average family because they do not make enough money to comfortably buy a house at current prices. A higher index value, 100 or above, would indicate that a typical family has enough or more than enough income to buy a typical home. In June of this year, we sold 2,438 homes, which is 9.6% or 260 homes less than we did in May. We had 4,245 new listings hit the market, which means 1,807 homes were added to the active inventory, leaving us with 10,263 homes for sale. Mortgage rates are staying flat, currently at 7.01%, and mortgage applications are down 13% from June of last year. We're now at the same amount of mortgage applications as we were in the spring of 1995. Inventory is up 16% from June of last year. When supply is rising and demand is slowing, prices are positioned to decrease and days on market will increase. Now let's take a minute to talk about new construction. New home builders are gaining a lot of traction right now, and they have been for the majority of this year. They're steadily building and selling. Why? Well, they're able to offer great incentives. In fact, home builders are giving an average of 9.4% of the purchase price back in incentives. For example, a $350,000 new construction home would have an average of $32,900 back in incentives to the buyer. This could include interest rate buydowns, closing cost assistance, and price reductions. Imagine you're selling your house for $350,000 and there's new construction in your neighborhood or within a few miles of you. Those houses are also selling for $350,000. With the incentives builders are offering right now, that buyer is likely to get an interest rate buydown and closing cost assistance. They could buy your home for $350,000 and have a mortgage payment of $2,330 a month. Or they could buy the brand new home where no one has ever sat on that toilet, and they'll have a mortgage payment of $1,970 a month, saving them $360 each month. Or we can look at it this way. You're selling a home for $350,000. The builder down the street is selling brand new homes for $415,000. The buyer can buy yours for $2,330 a month or the brand new home for $65,000 more money and have the same payment. A brand new house, builder's warranty, new roof, new air conditioner, new water heater, and everything brand new. So here's the bottom line. If you're a buyer, you've got a lot of inventory to choose from. This doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the deal of the century, but you're likely to find a house at a good price. Remember, house prices in Northeast Florida are at an all-time high and will likely continue to increase over the long term. If you're a seller, you have to take a deep dive into the current market and where we're headed. Follow the trends and price your house right so you don't follow the market down. The longer your home sits active on the market, the less likely it is that your home will sell for what it's listed for. Keep in mind that appraised value is much different than market value, and they're not always the same. Home values are up 45% over June of 2020. So even if you aren't seeing multiple offers in a frenzy like you did during the pandemic, you still likely have a lot more equity in your home than you would have under normal market conditions. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Leave a comment below or give me a call or a text.